we're doing viewer's choice once again. It says current plan for Fridays. And we're starting this time with Mythgard. So we pause the BRB music and get the proper song request music going. Apparently there's some invalid, well, it said there was an invalid video ID, but one of the songs that said it was invalid is playing right now, so don't know what the deal with that is. We've got the poll already ready to go. So I'll check it at 10:40 EST. So I was considering doing some kind of viewer battles thing tonight, but unfortunately, unless I missed something, there's not really an option for that other than inviting people into Melee, and I'd much rather play. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna get some. Well, it says everyone get. Oh, that's a free as day rules. Okay. In that case, I think we can do that. Maybe. Because it depends on whether or not Melee requires it to be 2v2 or if you can do 1v1. Because what I was thinking is you basically just do, the usual whole kind of Mythgard play of 1v1, you bring your own deck. I think it is only 2v2 though. No, because I mean, could be interesting to have Oh, 1v1 plus those two AIs. It does look like all slots have to be filled. So I'm gonna start up a queue and just see where things go from there. We can decide once we have some people in the queue. How we want to handle that whole situation. Alright. The queue is open. And you can use exclamation point join to join. But until I'd say at least like 3 players join in the queue. Let's just do some ranked play, which I've been working on, like Boneyard deck, you know, or more a minions dying deck. I think it's red blue. Seems to be alright so far. You know, Great Truth Thief kind of got like nerfed in some ways and he's buffed in other ways by the content patch, because I think Lort got a bit of an upgrade, like Impel's 3 mana now, which makes the old Impel all the Shinobi of Shadow tactic a little more expensive to do. This is a fresh new deck that I threw together earlier today. That's why it's not up on Mythgard Hub yet. Let's burn Norn Data Core so you can go ahead and get the Hill of Poppies out. Right. Let's burn Forlorn Spirit. Get summon some just utter filth. We'll also just go ahead and take that out. Right, so whenever you play a card with Forge, deal 2 damage to your opponent. Right, Forlorn Spirit. Let's burn Higher Ground. Go ahead and forge it. Get some more mana and some more blue. They've got their own filthy trapezes. Right. Let's burn Vulcan Brand. Get a second red. So that once we get that 5th mana, now we can bring in a Blade Dancer. Play Red Carnival. Burn Allfather's Horn. Burned Blade Dancer. We'll probably should have actually maybe put over there. Well, I mean, that would be a trade. So maybe that wouldn't have been the greatest choice. Of course, you've got Illinois in hand. Then again, can't really do much more than cast her. So without more mana. They're hitting hard. Parasite Prodigy. Just throw one down. Right there. Let's slide the Blade Dancer over to be a blocker. Alright, we're gonna get the Trapezes back. I believe they come back with a plus. This one +1. Wait, no, I'm not pursuing, so that no, so they don't. Wait, hold on. I can just buff them right there, and there we go. That's that dealt with, but we still lost. That was because we were still sitting at 3. Oh well, it's just the first match of the night. Now to wait for the matchmaking. Alright, there we go. Just took it almost a minute. Oh, now we're up against an AI. I'll burn the data core and get Field of Poppies out again. Burn Caron Portcullis to let's get ready to go. All the poppies right there. Right, Forlorn Spirit. Burn Higher Ground, forge it as well. Right, let's burn Vulcan brand. You know, bring it and a Valkyrie Enforcer. Just bounce that right back to their hand. They have copied a Field of Poppies, so they have one of their own. Let's burn Blade Dancer, so we can fire something on Prodigy. Right, burn that. Oh, I did not think that through. Well then. Wait. Oh. I didn't think it through, but it wasn't as bad as I first thought it was. Let's bring Brass Bouncer out. You know. Well, these are all ephemeral. And they're not going to none of them are going to be able to kill the Brass Bouncer, so they'll just get bounced back if they attack. Speaking of getting bounced back, that big thing can go back to to its owner's hand. Oh, it's just inherently big. So no way to really do a whole lot about it other than use Crimson Pact, but I think we might have a more urgent target for that. And it's back. Kill that. Get rid of that. Please just trade with that. And pass. So now it's pretty much down to just figuring out a good way to deal with the Stadium Hulkan. Because it's big, and there's multiple now. And we can at least bounce one back. Yeah, because that'll help some. Because it means because it'll make an extra turn before it can start mashing face. And that one just stepped away. This option is pretty much to slide everything over. I think. Yep. Yeah, I lost 29. I lost 5 out of 29 life to my own cards. Plus, I'm not even entirely sure where I was losing life from my own cards. Right, now we're up against an actual person again. Burn the portcullis and pass because we don't have anything into play this turn. It's there. Blue and purple, and looks like their equipment and stuff. Burn, crucible, no flare, here to get forged, and bring in forlorn spirit. Alright, there go. How's that? Let's see. Let's burn Valkyrie Enforcer. Get Brass Bouncer out. One thing that can't survive attacking Brass Bouncer, and if it somehow does, then it'll get bounced back to hand. Yeah, first you've got to actually see what they're going to do. Oh boy, the Gatekeeper is back. Yeah, just like, you know, he's there in the match against the AI, and he's here again now. Display Death Maiden's eye, so that way the Brass Bouncer might even not take damage. Let's burn. Now let's have her step over here and can burn Norm Data Core. Honestly, which I don't think that works quite that way, because I think they do still, yeah, they do still get to deal the damage. And if they survive, they just get bounced. And also if they do survive. That first strike, that Alpha Strike will still boost her survivability quite a bit, and they've already wrecked my Death Maiden's eye. Because they're able to deal 8 damage to an enemy artifact. And they gave the guy a Alpha Strike. Let's just burn Vulcan Brand and kill all their epic, kill their epic rarity, their minion with a Blade Dancer. We've got the mana for the Ringmaster. So let's bring him in. Guess we'll burn Malinois. Just rush this guy with a Forlorn Spirit, and then the Trapezes as well. And the Ringmaster's immediately dead. But hey, Valkyrie Enforcer bounces that back to their hand. No, I'll hold on to Crucible Flare. What is this music? I think it's Tomodachi Life. Yep. Market Night Japan version. Once again with a Rider in Shadow. Oh boy. You gotta love a giant stairway. Right, Karen Portcullis with a brass bouncer on it. You know, even if she dies, she's got a 50-50 chance of getting shuffled back into the deck. They can set of going to the Boneyard. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it's probably a shinobi of some kind. If it's the right kind of shinobi, then it might just die to Crucible Flare, in which case it'll get banished. So then we don't have to deal with it at all. Yep, that gets back to their hand. And unfortunately, well, it's not dying from Definitely not dying from Crucible Flare without some work. So let's trapezist it. Alright, it is exactly the shinobi I was hoping it was. Because now it's dead and completely gone. Calling it now, this is another copy. The exact same one. But hey, I've got a Blade Dancer. Can just ram it in the face and just... And on top of that, now I've got a 8/5 Blade Dancer shuffled in my deck somewhere. They're just ready to go. Oh boy. A 9/9 that's currently immortal on top of that. We've got a Blade Dancer. So might as well just kill that. Can't really do a whole lot about the 9/9. And well, it's immortal. And if I survive this turn, I can. If me and the Blade Dancer survive this turn, I can slide it over and at least have a blocker. And that's a 10/10. And they've got Nine-Tailed Vixen out, so now they're going to continually get spirits back to their hand. On the plus side, here's an 8/8, here's an 8/5. And I just put it in the wrong spot, so it can't do jack shit. Why was that a smart move? But hey, at least he can block. Ineffectively, but it was ineffective, but it blocked. Well, that's pretty much that match. I think I might actually take out Allfather's Horn. I've yet to actually use it for anything. You know, I'll probably provide more room for things that are a bit more or generally useful. Let's take out Allfather's Horn. Let's see. Well, let's just throw in a Sea Fire there for the time being. you know, I can worry about how to adding further, making further adjustments to that deck off stream. Now I've only got 20 minutes left before the current viewer's choice round ends. So I'm gonna throw in a notification on in chat to remind everyone that the poll is ongoing and what the options are. Right, so this is an AI. Let's burn Vulcan brand and to get some red to start with. Burn Seafire and just whack him for 2. You know, go ahead and get a bit of damage and all that artifact. So they've got Thane. 4/5 Thane. I'm just gonna wait until I've got the mana for or a Blade Dancer or something to deal with that. For now, just focus on the offensive. Over on the other side of the board. Except now I can't. Just focus on that. Burn higher ground. Play Death Maiden's Eye. Give that the buff. Just swing it with the other Trapezes. That way. Yep. As I expected. Because, you know, unless the AI is cheating somehow, you know, they had no way of knowing that Trapezes was buffed. Let's just slam that. Alright, the artifact is gone. So now there's stuff that's occupying an enchantment doesn't get a big plus anymore. Let's play Karen Portcullis. Let's throw down something to block that. I'll buff that. And just wait a turn. Interesting choice to heal a minion that's already at full health, but okay. Or just kill that. And now that has stepped away, hey, we can start attacking him from the side of the field again. And it's dead again, and this time it's not coming back. Green brass bouncer. And that should just about do it. Yeah, particularly if they don't bring in much more on this side of the field. Over here. And of course they brought in something more on this side of the field. Yeah. Red Carnival. Darn trapezes. Is it? I did not do that properly, and I have paid for it. Guess that's what I get for trying to do such a complicated maneuver when I'm feeling a little bit tired. Okay, at least maybe I can start to sit back a little bit this next week, because still got schoolwork to do, but Thanksgiving break's coming up at least, so still got 20 minutes left, so probably enough for a few more matches. Yeah, another AI opponent. Probably gets more Hecate's wheels. Well, you know, there's a lot of problem-causing enchantments around. Let's burn that. Had to get forged. Need 3-2 with agile. Some filthy trapezes can deal with that. Let's see, Reach gets -1, no -1, you lose one life and draw a card. Just gonna pop a Forlorn Spirit in the way. Burn Vulcan Brand. Voice for Gory Reaver. Gonna Fire Song Prodigy. Burn Red Carnival because I need another red gem and kill it. Right. Let's burn Buck Reinforcer. Or play Blade Dancer and kill that. Then 4 damage to face. We'll get something back. I believe it's a trapezist. Yep. Just gonna trapezist. Oh. That's not good. Let's give this +1, 1+1. Just trying to get good array of blockers. Problem being that every time Lord Valentine kills something, he gets stronger. Just gonna slide this over here, I guess. Play a Ringmaster over on the other side of the field. Right, Field of Poppies. That gives me an avenue through which to kill Lord Valentine. And because he'll actually take enough damage this time. And then pass. Still gotta deal with it, with this thing though. Especially since I'm taking 5 damage from it. Oh, actually 7. Thanks, Blood Dolls. Fortunately, I've got something that can kill that. All that now, so just gonna burn the data core in order to get a little bit of extra mana. Hey, if I survive, then I can swing in with a Brass Bouncer's Rush. That should protect myself if need be. Ooh, a couple Brass Bouncer's Rush. Granted, their ability isn't really relevant, because both of the targets died. But hey, it was a pretty good move. Oh, wow. Thanks for the host, Aether SSB. Right. You just kill that. Just gotta keep on pounding it. Yeah, they keep putting something in the way. Right there, but it's just not lasting long. Vulcan Brand would be a very, very poor choice right now. Interesting, the AI decided to randomly buff of one of my minions and then kill me. Hey, thanks for the host. we'll hopefully have a good stream, although I'm actually gonna possibly be switching off of Mythgard heard soon, as I'm doing a Reviewer's Choice night tonight. So actually, if anybody currently in chat right now wants to put in some votes, there's details on the poll that's currently going on to decide what we do next. In the next 10 minutes. Yeah, if Mythgard wins the poll, we'll just keep doing that for the next hour. Well, probably will still take a break regardless of the result. You know, I could just use quick break to stretch my legs a bit, and then get something to drink. Right. So we're starting out with nothing blue and up against an AI yet again. I think it's an AI. Or is it? No, I think this is a person, because usually AIs have a little thing that they say near the start of the match. Let's burn the dancer, then pass. Profane Locust. Once per turn, ramp up to friendly and enchanted lane that is being attacked. Means get it minus it isn't shut sun ephemeral until sundown. Then if you return with this, the enchantment has moved it. Okay. Burn the Crimson Pact. It'll take a -1, but it gets at moving somewhere else, so they don't start banishing stuff from my deck. This could be something good to supplement Lord and the Great Truth Thief, though. Well, that's not good. Right. Fire Song Prodigy. Let's burn Crucible Flare. And Vulcan Brand that. And then pass. Because that way if they kill it, it's just gonna deal 3 damage. It's to everyone and to their one minion over there. Oh boy. Of course it's gotta be, since they're playing orange, they've gotta have a Riot Trickster somewhere in there. Kill that. Forlorn Spirit. Get the feeling that Pharisee Prodigy's been Riot Trickstered. goes that. Alright, let's just pop on a Vulcan brand. So it kills the Trickster regardless. Right. Let's burn a Norm data core. Yep. Continue losing in cards. Hey, at least regardless of how this match pans out, I've found a new card to throw into another great Truth Thief. Yeah, as soon as I can find a good spot for it. Ghost in the System. Get the top two cards of your opponent's deck, pick one to go on top and the other on the bottom. And Metamorphosis. Oh, they can just die. Then Darkness of the Forest. And that attack didn't deal damage, but it did force that Locust to shift over. You know, as long as it can keep attacking, then I can keep the Locusts from them actually milling me. Like, doesn't even matter if they stop it from dealing damage. If I can just keep the Loki from milling me out. Especially, I still got 23 cards in my deck, so not terrible. Although now there's kind of things in the way of me being able to just have their stuff move around. Just gonna C-fire that. Bring in a Forlorn Spirit. Slide this over one. And once again, move all the loci around. Right. Valkyrie Enforcer. Just bounce that out of existence. Right, all the loci have moved, so no banishing no banishing will happen. Calling it now that that's a Shinobi of Shadow. Right, buff that. With that again. Nope, it's actually not. Surprisingly. It's a Shinobi of Fire. That's gonna be a pain to deal with without one armor. Low Magmatar, still 2 damage to it. Right, only one Loci ended up moving. Still losing cards to them. But we're making progress. Like I mean, they're sitting at 9 right now. But now they're gonna start killing off all of my things. Yeah, good job. You made one thing extra expensive. We're just gonna play Trapezist and buff it. She doesn't have to worry about the Loci. Because that lane was already enchanted. Alright, a turn free of new enemy minions to deal with. Well, whatever I put back on top of my deck is just gonna get burned. It's just gonna get banished. So like, almost there. I can just get, and of course I've got, I believe, a Thriving Shade based on the mana cost. It's either Thriving Shade or maybe, heck, an Amnesia it. Yep, Thriving Shade or Decoy. That's usually what there is with stealth and that mana cost. And now they've got big old God of Gamers. However, they don't have a way to gain any life from that. So as long as he can't start clobbering me, should still be alright. In fact, I think I could have actually done that turn a bit better. Yeah, I actually had a route to take them down at that turn. Even if I thought about it. Hey, as long as that particular route stays clear, you're pretty much gonna have to rely on it now. Alright. Daring Trapezist. Buff it. And dead. What I should have done last turn. Alright, it's 10:45. So I'm gonna check the results of the poll. Alright. Mythgard is leading in the poll. So I'm going to set, I will be right back with a new, with an updated poll. All in a few minutes. Yes, and then it'll be time for more Mythgard. back and raise it. Hey, for some more Mythgard. Raise it. I'll make the new poll all at 11:50 EST. So this time we're up against a human player. We got a fair number of blue cards in hand, so let's burn a Rune of Denial for a Field of Poppies. Let's burn Crimson Pact. Just trapeze that to death. Yeah, just go ahead and get it out of the way. They burned a Brainstorm to play a Brainstorm. Let's burn the Blade Dancer. Get our Ringmaster. Got a giant stairway. Wow. Wait to be really efficient. Burning a board wipe to kill one Ringmaster. Wait, I can burn. I guess I could burn the data core or something. I'm just gonna get his out of the way. I'll play the data core. Probably should have done that before I kill the thing. Anyway, well. Burn higher ground, forge it, and pass. I guess I could have trapezes. Just gonna. Alright. Okay, I don't have to have it be right across. I can just pop it down here, put trapezes on it, and boom. No, that's no longer a problem. And for as long as the trapezes are alive. Even on that particular spot. Although even without the big buff, that right there is a bit of a problem. Might just Crimson Pact it. Yeah, I'll just kill it with Crimson Pact. Nope, pop down another Field of Poppies. Then 5 damage to face. Like at least it wasn't getting the really big buff on top of the buff that Haley gets for being on an enchantment. And fortunately, the trapezes can still be targeted by Agent Oak's ability. However, he kinda can't do a whole lot after he's both suppressed and with the enchantment destroyed. But they just give the enchantment right back. But hey, doesn't actually get a buff from said enchantment, it looks like. Which, okay, it's an uncommon, so they probably got a third copy of it somewhere. But hey, at least I was able to deal with the first two copies. Just gonna have those trade. Run data core. Activate the one I've already got to press mass bouncer. Still doesn't help him any. Just gonna I'll put Illinois on there. She gets bounced back to hand, which does mean that he's no longer suppressed. So that's not great. But I mean, I can just keep bouncing him back to hand if needed. Well, now, whether he's suppressed or not isn't relevant just yet. Another thunderclap. No, Vulcan brand. I think I'll wait on that. This is, believe he'll actually survive. There's a, and there goes Malinois, he just permanently. I don't really have a whole lot I can do about that worm. Like, I can deal 5 damage to it, but that's not a whole lot. Since it's a 9/9. Yeah, that's pretty much a loss at that point. Okay, we've got full. Hey, I almost finished that next quest. That's flat, so At least the next time I take damage from my own cards, cards will get a reward. Right. This time, let's burn Vulcan Brand to start, then pass. And immediately they started with the countdown. And interesting. Guess maybe this person has been especially inactive tonight. Let's burn Crimson Pact and get a full-on spirit, then pass. So they're probably playing some kind of spirits deck. Yep, definitely looks like spirits. Just to get that out of the way. Well, I mean, I probably could have made some better choices than that. Yeah, maybe I probably could have saved. Yeah, probably could have like waited a couple turns and earned the Sea Fire instead. But oh well, what's done is done now. See, they're definitely a spirits deck. Fire Song Prodigy. Let's burn a Norm Data Core. Or next turn we can get Hecate's Wheel out, just having suppress that enchantment. Well, I think first I'm going to burn a Brass Bouncer and kill that with fire, quite literally. Now they'd have to play something. They have to play something with the mana cost 5, Evergrader, to be able to get that back. Egg through 5 Spirit Gate. Hecate's Wheel. Now they can't even use 5 Spirit Gate. They need to do anything. Though, Hopeless Necromantic dies, it will bring the Nine-Tailed Vixen back. So let's burn Red Carnival to hold again another forlorn spirit. Not attack into that. Well, it's back anyway, so doesn't even make that much of a difference. Not really seeing any options for me to deal with it a second time. Looking Ringmaster. Oh, the ignition is unburnable, so I guess I'll just kill that. Deal some damage to another door. Oh, why not? I mean, I just gave them something to bring back. Yeah, it's a Kitsune anyway. Heard that's either a decoy or a thriving shade. Could be either one, honestly, but probably a thriving shade since it's a spirit. Throw a Karen Portcullis. Just. Yep. Figured it was a thriving shade. So now, at least when this brass bouncer inevitably dies, he's got a chance of coming back with another +2/+2. It was somewhere in my deck. Right, let's see. Right, probably a Shinobi of Shadow. And of course, it had to be Tails. Let's suppress that. Called it. Does it just perfectly. Unfortunately, it's still a 3/3, so it can still kill the Ringmaster. Hey, I've got Rune of Denial in hand, so I can suppress that Nine-Tailed Vixen. Then it'll just be a 2/5. Well, I mean, it doesn't help me with literally everything else that's going on. But hey, at least they're not going to be continuously gaining more spirits back from their graveyard. So yeah, that's something. I mean, I think I'm pretty much dead at this point, and regardless. Yep. I think it might be time to switch decks. Eggs at this point. You know, liven things up. Let's see. Let's go for foreign object. Now you can see if we can get a nice big creature. Or because what foreign object is basically built around is just making Duoflex as big as possible. While we wait, let's switch over to Aslan, and for my quest, since I don't believe this deck has anything that can fulfill all the other quests we were on. Right now, this time it's an AI. It's burn, volition, and pass. Now, see, just 1/1, run a card with Forge or Forged, it gets +1/+0, let's burn a Seal of Exile, then pass again. Because we still haven't drawn anything low cost enough to actually play just yet. Right. Let's burn Hunter of Man to get forged and play Duoflex. So now if it can survive long enough to actually get some activations in, then we can start getting a nice big creature. Or to start mashing face with. Imperfect copy. Right. Let's burn a Tarragon. So that we can give this one to Alpha Strike. They can just get rid of that imperfect copy right away, then Steroid Drip. So they can start getting buffs every turn. I really need to do something about these minions that keep walloping me directly in the face. Just throw down an enchant eater right there. Fortunately, wait, I haven't burned anything yet this turn, so I can just burn that. And now Dual Flex is a 7/7. Which if I can get another orange, then I can Seal of Exile something. Probably either the Mod Frame or the Aimless Vessel. But for now, just gonna have this slide over here, give it a buff, kill that. It's now gonna have a tough time attacking. Then pass an enchant eater. I'd say probably Mod Frame is gonna be the one getting exiled if I can just get another orange. But you know, in order to do that, I have to draw another orange first. Right. You just buff Dual Flex. Right. Throw down Hunter of Man. Kill that. Kill that. And kill that. Which another thing I could use my Seal of Exile for is maybe I can get everything out of Dual Flex's way, and then this whole problem will solve itself. I'm gonna just kill that, slide that over, just continue buffing Dual Flex, burn Pandemic, and play Yahoo! Maybe for some extra defense. But you know, I mean, he's a 49-17 right now. If I can just get him past all of the 1/1s, then I just win. Right, Misanthropia. That'll at least clear out these 1/1s. Sure, it'll cost me some minions, but I think it's gonna cost them a whole lot more. Especially since, you know, well, I think they'll still be able to just. They could have, but they didn't. So they're going to be taking 103 to the face. This is why I loved Pummeler so much back in the days of Kaladesh. The standard. Hold it in. Music. Oh, it's a ballad from Tamagotchi Life, apparently. Like, because this is basically the same thing that the Pummeler decks did, only you don't have to rely on being able to do all the things in the same turn. Because it's not an until end of turn situation, it's just this thing is going to continue getting bigger until somebody deals with it. Like, in a lot of ways, it's more similar to Hero's Bane. Because what Hero's Bane does is that you can just pour mana into the thing and just have it keep getting more and more counters on it, making it bigger and bigger. Right. Let's burn a Magpie Squad leader. We've got plenty of them in hand already. And drop down a Doper. Which gets +1/+1. And to start with, because we're pursuing. Let's burn the Saboteur. Just buff Doper up a bit more. And 6 damage to the face. Because I didn't really have anything better to spend the mana on for that particular turn. Right now there's a canine in the way. But you know what? Burn Pandemic. To Vicious Cycle the canine. Then just give Doper a bit more health and send him on his way. Should probably do something about that. You know what? They can have some Yanovirus. No. Burn a Magpie Squad leader. Just give Doper more health. Well, if they attack with the canine, and he'll still die. And they attacked with the canine, so I think I'm just about dead already. I mean, I can get Kenta Fire Tygon out to stall a little. But it was too little too late. Hey, that just means we've got to try again. Right, so we're halfway through. We've got about 25 minutes left for the end of the current poll. So I'll throw in another reminder in chat to see the options for the poll. I think you might have gotten the syntax slightly wrong. I don't think you're supposed to include the quotes. It's supposed to... Right, let's see if that works in. Yeah, there we go. Oh, strong defenses pack. Right. Burn Volition. Play Doper. Arrow buff Doper. Then burn another Volition for Yahweh. Buff Doper's health and swing 2. So, sometimes the AI just makes some bizarre decisions. Like meaninglessly he's swinging with a 0-1. Let's burn the Saboteur. Right. Play a Splicing Lab. The Doper up to a 4-1. Hopefully he won't die. He won't just die from a failed experiment. Which he did not. However, there is now a 1-2 with Alpha Strike in the way, but that can be dealt with by Yahweh. Right. Need Magpie Squad Leader. I'm gonna not buff Doper's strength past that point. Maybe that's currently at. Right. I'll throw down a Yahweh there. Be a blocker. Now I'll buff Doper's strength a bit. Actually, I might have been able to win right there if I'd had a little bit more mana. Alright, that's 7 damage to the face, and that's a win. and the successful completion of the next yellow mission. So I've got the mission of, let's see, play 11 Aslan minions opposite an enemy minion. Seems easy. Let's just keep on going with foreign object. Next 20 minutes before I call the poll. Let's see. Don't have anything to really start with. Let's just burn an insta beast and pass. We've got Grandma Ming's tea house. Let's burn a steroid drip and play Yahweh. You seem to reach the purple and yellow. You've got Bob Bonsai Hero in there. Just played Battle Chef and the melee got revealed. Well, since it's got an awaken ability. Burn a duo flags to play a duo flags. So we've got enough yellow gems to play just about anything that we could possibly need. So let's probably focus on getting other colors in. Seem to definitely be taking their time with all of their decisions. There's an unknown minion in the way now. Just gonna insta beast and see what's there. Oh. Well then. Just gonna ping them for one. and then pass. And there goes Yahweh. But hey, I got to draw a card at least. Right. Bring in another dual flex. Burn Pandemic. Play Doper and buff the existing dual flex. Then pass. Oh, it's a Terragon. Yeah, if I can get like an Insta Beast or something, then I can maybe buff this dual flex enough that you can just take the damage from blocking that thing, and then you can not even worry about it. I think it might have to just be the chump blocker instead. And while the other dual flex gets stronger, they're over on the far lane. I guess I could have at least buffed it a little, so that maybe it'll at least deal some damage. She could probably maybe Misanthropia. I'll lose a lot of minions, but they'll also lose a lot of minions. Like, should be fine as long as this dual flex is able to survive. Burn, Xerxian, and Saboteur. Just Misanthropia. Swing some damage right there. Because I think, like, as long as I keep buffing him, he can survive easily. Well, I mean, anything they play there gets deadly, so if I could, it would probably be a good idea. To get dual flex out of there if it was possible. There's not really an option for me to do that at this point in time. Or now he's got the two different instances of Blight. So he's going to lose 4 per turn instead of just 1. You know what? Can keep buffing him. Yeah, I'm not gonna attack into that. So now he's a sheep and he's dead, so... This match is probably just about over at this point. Yeah. You know, I'll let this turn play out at least. Just in case, you know, there's something that I can do, but probably not. Yeah, no, not at this point. One doper isn't gonna cut it at that point. Hey, see the music that's on now? For just random happenstance is a good signal. It's time to switch to the classic. Make great truth thief. Well, now the song is over, but wait, missions, because I'm no longer playing a yellow deck, so I might as well switch to new harmony since it's the only. I don't believe I have any Valkyries in this deck, so I can't really make any progress towards a blue mission, and this is just a blue and purple deck, so. Right. Depending on the results of the poll, this may also be... So at least be the last match before another short break. As I'll be closing out the poll in 6 minutes. So, another reminder of the poll in chat. Right. Start out with mostly blue. Burn Daughters of the Forest and pop down a Carom Hinge. Engine pass. Right. So we're playing Valkyries. Burn Shinobi of the Wind. Get a Thane out. You know, nice 3-4 Thane. We've got Maelstrom in there. Right. Throw a Jaunt on that thing. Kill that. Burn a Jaunt. get another Thane. So now I've got two Thanes. One has, except one has a Swift and Teleport. So, you know, basically what a lot of what this deck does is it just kills things without having to worry about any of my minions actually not having to actually worry about the minion permanently dying. Because I mean, it doesn't have much in the way of ways of bringing minions back. I just did a poor move there. You know, I'll throw down a jaunt on Lord to go ahead and get ready to move when it inevitably has to. Because you know they're gonna start throwing things in the way. Like a brass bouncer, for instance. Right. Gonna throw a Thane in the way. In their way right there. So let those two trade. Attack through right there. Ooh, that's not good. Especially paired with the good blocker against Lort. Yeah, I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll just let these two trade, and then play another Lord. You know? That's the benefit of having 3 copies of the thing. We're just gonna burn a copy enchantment, slide Lord over here, and put a tower, room on that enchantment. And they just killed Lord anyway. But hey, I've got a third Lord somewhere in my deck. I can just... Well, pretty much the best thing I can do is just slide this over this way. Probably should have actually put the tea house right there. And that's it for that match. Alright, so it's 11:50 exactly. So I'm going to check the results of the poll. And Mythgard won again. So the poll is now archived. I will be right back as I sub the new poll and stretch my legs a bit and get something to drink. Alright, I'm back. Ready for the last hour period of the stream. Will be until, let's say, exactly 1 a.m. MEST. You know, just round it up to the next hour. Since currently it's 11:55. So it is an hour and 5 minutes, so this is 1 a.m. EST. And since this is the last hour of the stream, the results of the current poll, we'll decide what we start with next week. For the beginning of Hero's Choice. For any of the polls, or you wait for the results of the first poll for that night. Let's see. So we've got burn a Shinobi of Wind and play Grandma Meng's Tea House. Right now, let's burn a Terror Worm for Cairnhenge and Paris. We've got Fire Song Prodigy. Burn Thriving Shade. Play Shinobi of Smoke right here. Because that way if they just burn it, then it won't be at 1. And then after all the damage, although they've got another ignition, then they can still just cast that and kill it, but you know, it has a small chance, it has a greater chance of survival. Right. Let's throw down the Tongfoot soldiers. And let's burn Shinobi of Smoke for Daughters of the Forest. They might just incinerate that. Well, but it didn't die from that damage. It's like they are still having to expend 2 spells on it if they want to kill it with spells. There goes Tongfoot soldiers. Just gonna wallop them. For another good 7 damage. Well, they now know for sure that they can easily kill either of my minions with that 1 spell. But whether they will or not, who knows? Wait. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, that Kyle wasn't expecting that move. As much as it's suppressed, at least it still applies the boost. And now, because it's just the ability that suppressed, the enchantment is still in effect. Now because they attacked directly into a 6/6 with a 3/1, And both of my enchantments are now working again. And because Hecate's wheel is no longer being occupied. You know what? Just throw that on there at this point. Just give it a nice pentacle of flavors. It's probably gonna die soon. Although it does have region 3 now. So it's got that going for it. You know, it's got armor in region 3. You know, armor 1 in region 3, so... But now they've got a thing deadly that's going to be in its way. Unless I just have it get right out of the line of fire, basically. Granted, even if I attack that lane with it, still won't kill all the Fire Song Prodigy, because Prodigy has warded. But hey, at least I've got a nice big creature to just stomp around with. Even if they start putting stuff on that enchantment they've got now. No, they're still not going to be able to do a whole lot about this worm. Not throw in a courtier to block some damage and get me a little bit of life. Like their options are severely limited. Okay, it'll survive. It's able to survive that. It can even survive if they're 2 damage because it's got armor 1. Since I think I just won. Because I can just Ice Spike. Unless whatever... Yeah. Just kill that with Ice Spike. And win with 6 damage to the face. And that was the 5th match win. And so that's a completed mission. And so let's keep on going. You know, still got a whole almost an hour left of stream, so well, this is kind of a horrible hand to start with. Just all 4 of my jaunts. And hardly anything to target. With you know, I can have a tongue foot soldier that can jump wherever he's needed. Right, so they've got blue. Speaking of blue, I'm gonna burn a jaunt. What are you so happy about? Did not mean to click that. I meant to attack with the foot soldiers. Maybe they just got like a good draw or something, but then again, why would you actively communicate that? But 2 lords and a tongue foot soldiers, so but they're now they've got some cadets to get in the way, but just gonna trade with the. Just gonna have the foot soldiers trade there. I'll throw down Cairnhenge and burn a jaunt to get some extra mana and another blue, so that maybe I can get Tailworm down there. We've got a Thane in the opposing lane, but got a nice big worm to kill that Thane with. Meanwhile, this lord over here is just continuing doing his thing and completely unopposed. Already at 5 of energy. Well, that's not great. Neither's having very few things to do. Because it just didn't have the mana to cast, didn't have the gems to cast it as most of what I had in my hand. You had to burn the Metamorphosis. That's just a hopefully maybe get another purple so they can get Jin Sook out. That could be pretty good right about now. Especially since they just killed it. Especially since they're about to kill Kill the worm. Yep. Worm is dead. Wait. I guess you know you smoke down right there. Just keep pounding them with lore. So they keep, you know, losing cards. But really, if I had burned Shinobi Smoke, I could have gotten Jinsook out. Oh well. Not a huge fan of that. That's for sure. Especially since it's right in front of none of my lords. And I just made a terrible mistake. Maybe by trying to move a minion that was relying on that enchantment to live off of the enchantment. Okay, maybe I can draw any purple card and get Jinsook out. Because then I can, like, let's kill that Gallows boy. Well, I mean, the Stars of the Force is gonna. It's a good chance of doing a decent job at that. That already. Just gonna move lore over here. So you can continue ripping and tearing through their deck. So now they've got arcaneArtist. Another main sundown sacrifices unless it was attacked or was just created. Right. I can get Jinsook. Now the question is, what do I want to do with Jinsook? Probably just kill that. You know what? They can go all the way, the remaining minions can go all the way to the left. Freeing up the both lords or to do their thing. Which will also get rid of the entire rest of their deck. In fact, this one lord by itself almost did that. And so now they're taking depletion damage. Well, there goes one lord, but Shinobi of Smoke. I think I still die. Yeah. Because unfortunately Jinsook doesn't have enough juice to do anything other than -2 something, and that's not effective. too late for that. Plus, could I have impelled a shinobi of smoke I just created? To get over there? Because I didn't think... Because impel just grants it swift, I'm pretty sure, basically. So, like, I'm not sure if that works on the newly created minions. I'm not... Teleport only means that I can jump to any lane. My concern is, could it have even used a move action since it was freshly created? Like, it's not a matter of whether or not it could have gone there had it been able to move. It's would I have even been able to move it in the first place? Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Burn that, tongue foot soldiers, and pass. Yeah, maybe if I'd been able to last another turn, I might have been able to do something. Like maybe they could have died from depletion damage. Yes, well, what's done is done. Wait, burn a worm, get a lort, and pass. Probably gonna want to ice spike next turn, to deal with the ankle biter. Yes, the return of the filthy trapezus. Can't do anything with the ankle biter with that anymore because it's now a 3/3. Gonna need to do something about it soon because, as I can see, it getting out of hand. I mean, Shinobi of Wind can probably do a little bit. Probably also just kill the trapezus, then slide the thing over. Burn the shinobi. Get the tea house out. So now, if they want to kill the thing, they have to choose between sacrificing a minion. Although they do have plenty of mana to just play another minion and immediately sacrifice it. But yeah, they're still gonna be losing a minion. Yep. Sacrifice the Trapezus. Yes, to save maybe the Wings of Abaddon. Honestly, at this point, this match is pretty much over already. Like, I can maybe throw out a Lork block. That'll stall for a turn at least. Yeah, pretty much the best I could do at that point was just stall for a turn. And now I can kill the Wings of Abaddon. If I wasn't already dead. That was just pathetic, honestly. So this time we've got Thane. Well, hey, I'll take the mat and the rank points. Sure. Just gotta re-queue immediately. Right, let's burn a pentacle of flavors. Get the tea house out. So burn a Deathmane's eye to lurch onto the tea house. Naturally, just because it's something was that's stealthed, they immediately put something in the way, so just gonna get right out of there and replace it with and the daughters of the forest. And then Lord attacks it, next from this other lane. And there goes that minion. Oh, just gonna have Lord jump right over there. Just attack right there. Snowy Wind and pass. I guess really could have put a thing out too. Oh boy, it's Yana virus time. Which means now I have to get my minions out of the range of adjacency near the Lord before the end of my turn. Kill that. I can just send Lord over here. You know, I don't even have to. Move the shinobi. I can just send the infected Lord away and start pinging them with the shinobi. And yeah, just about everything is dead. Well, not quite, because they only have Blight 1. Okay, it's like a Pentacle of Flavors. Ooh, I could actually Pinnacle of Flavors here. Boom. Boom. And so now I don't have to spend, you don't have to expend that on a minion that's going to die soon. And now the minion that I just spent all that time playing Pentacle of Flavors on has the antivirus. Lovely. Alright, just gonna kill both of those. Then pass. I guess we're like copy the enchantment or something. Oh boy, Morbid Centrifuge, my favorite. Drink out Valhalla, unoccupied and do not control a dredge. From the bottom menu of your boneyard to this lane, it is now dredge and is ephemeral. You know, that seems like a good enchantment to have. Then I'll just take one. And so now, I'm just gonna keep getting minions back. Okay, for as long as they keep a hold of that enchantment. Just heal themselves a bit. And with the Wonder Drug. Right. Let's see. Or do they well, that's not gonna last very long. Because it started out with, it like came back still infected with the antivirus. So, but hey, it means that Tong foot soldiers can just die on its own. Yeah, that's not super useful. To have a minion just will come right back, still infected with the antivirus. But you know, what's even the point of raising something from the dead if it's just gonna die again? See, it's sunrise, so I won't get another dredge until my next turn. Which in this case, the next dredge will be the Thane that formerly had stealth, but effectively doesn't anymore. There's Twin Blanc. Who is an overrunning regent. Then the 3-old Twin Juna is in play. Edited. Oh boy. And I'm starting to draw virulent strains. Hey, at least I got Thane back. So that's something. Also, since it's 12:35, we've got a half hour left in the stream, and I'm going to throw in chat a reminder of the poll that will decide what we start with next Friday. My options are just already very limited at this point. But you know, drawing it in garbage doesn't help. Right, just gonna play a Daughters of the Forest, I guess. Probably actually could put it there, but then again, nah, Trenjuna, that would just kill it. You know, at least it dealt damage to Twin Blanc. Damage is just gonna be regenerated, but damage. And Lord's dead. Okay, at this point, this match is about lost cause, so he still got good 22 minutes left of stream here for the night. So let's just see where things go from here. I actually maybe switch decks after this one. You know, try out something else. See, Spurnator Worm and pass. Right, so got purple. Burn, we have smoke, Lort, and pass. And they've already got something to block Lort with. A couple things, actually. Let's just kill the one that does damage and just ping the one that doesn't. So burn Death Maiden's Eye. I need to get some more. Had some more mana and loot new gems. Thing and ping that. And pass. So pretty soon that tree is going to be dead, unless they buff it somehow, or just like bring And like, actually, even if they brought in another blocker, it would still die because it's got defender. It's gonna burn copy enchantment, so you can just go ahead and get rid of that. Right. Kill that. Then Lort finally can attack through. Unfortunately, it's no longer winter for them, so... Well, there goes Lort. Fortunately, I've got 2 more. Because I run a full playset of them in this deck. We kill that. Just ping 1. And then pass. Oh boy. Yeah, another massive minion I have to deal with. And they've dealt some damage to the Shinobi. The fact that it's taking damage won't really hurt my plan all that much of just using it to kill all that thing, because it doesn't take retaliatory damage. So oh really? You're gonna go on a metamorphosis that? When you could have gone after the Shinobi? Interesting choice. Just kill that. Throw in a courier. And pass. Here's a guy that seemingly everybody playing in purple plays. Which, I mean, Born of Cruelty is pretty good. Let's see. Impel. Jump over here. And kill. Just slide the sheep over. Equal to its health -1. I believe Born of Cruelty, that means that Born of Cruelty can basically just bring things down to 1 health. But it cannot kill directly. because anything with 1 health just gets dealt 0, and anything with more than 1 health gets dealt to not enough. Send the shinobi over here, and I forgot to impel, so that's well, I can make up for that by impelling it now, then burn 5 Spirit Gate and pop down to the Daughters of the Forest right there. You know, I can at least do something to make up for my failure to impel the thing that resulted in it getting killed. Well, it still wasn't enough. Just gonna put down Thriving Shade and pass. We're just gonna take that out quickly. Then have it step over this way. Need to be a blocker. Well, I get the feeling that might be too little. Well, not to do much. Right, they've got, I believe, a Thriving Shade or a Decoy. But it doesn't matter because I'm dead anyway. Alright, so as we enter into the last 10 minutes of the stream, I'm gonna throw one last reminder of the poll into the chat. This poll will once again decide what we start with next Friday. And just gonna unmake the card, make the extra card that I ended up with. Now let's just sort of take a short break to crack some packs. Next, before we maybe switch to a different deck. Let's see. Ooh, marching orders. That's useful in some situations. Found a Conformant. Ooh, a prestige hopeless necromantic. Like I've got a deck that they can go in. Ooh, plasma station. And thoroughbred steed and a prestige in steroid drip. So you got at least got a couple prestige cards to put into some decks. You know, let's go for a deck that we haven't done anything with tonight. So we played Truth Thief for an object and turned the lights off, so the remaining options are pretty much Rebel, which is an attempt at a Rebels deck that just didn't really have enough Rebels to really finish properly, so the Greatest Show on Earth, which is like aggro recursion, and Little Dark Age, which is spirits. So let's go for like a match with Little Dark Age. You know, let's throw in the nice new so, ooh, Vodnik Informant is a spirit. Maybe I'll throw one of those in too. Definitely keeping both of our Night Hags in. Maybe I'll swap out a Comrade as an arms for a Vodnik Informant. Then Necromantic. I've somehow managed to end up with all of my Hopeless Necromantics being prestige. Just by sheer luck, I guess. Okay, swap out Mothmara for a second Hopeless Necromantic, because honestly, Mothmara is pretty much just in here to be a spirit. And also, I was cracking some packs earlier and got an auspicious forecast, so might as well throw one of those in too. Just as soon as I figure out something to interplate these with it, you know, take out Rustlin's Bite for an auspicious forecast. Right, got. So yeah, pretty much just gonna go for like one match to close things out. Things with a little Dark Age to close things out with. So, gonna switch missions to Udrini. And alright, he found an opponent pretty much immediately. Oh, and so it's a return of Double Decker Bus. Will they actually stick around this time? Looks like they are. Right. Burn and Insatiate, Racer and Shadow, Swing 2. They've got yellow and at least one Hunter of Man. It's Burn and Heli for a Dihardrini. Just ping 2 again. Right, it's got Alpha Strike. It's not great. Sounds like this Razor and Shadow's gotten a bit worse for this deck with the balance patch. I'm just gonna trade. In fact, trade a couple times. Burn one of the Hopeless Necromantics, because then I'll have the mana to play one of them. Next turn. You know, the mana and the crystals. Just gonna pop that down right there. Burn Grandma Meng's Tea House. So now if it dies, it'll get replaced with a Fanatical Phantom. Because that's the one thing, that's the one minion in my Boneyard right now. Right. Thriving Shade. Just kill that. You know, I'll let this live one more turn, or at least. So that the Hopeless Necromantic can get a bit more out of my Hopeless Necromantic. See, the thing in combat, the attacking minion takes an additional 4 damage. Huh. I'm not sure if I've even seen that card before. You know what? Those two can trade. Well, Gloombringer. Alright. Grab Racer and Shadow. Trade. And trade. And now I have the upper hand, and somewhat. Because now I've got 4/4, and until they play another minion, they've got nothing. And that can go back to their hand. Right. Night Hag. So now I've got something to lock that down with. If they play it again, which they did, I'll burn the Charon Portcullis and get it forged and get the red gem I need to start casting some Forlorn Spirits. When you know, another Forlorn Spirit. So now that's locked down until I can kill the hag. Let's see. Oh, 4. Can't really do much about that doper until, well, it's already been released. So I'll just play a couple enchantments and pass. Yes, now it's just a matter of waiting for double-decker bus to make a move. But you've got to consider, this is the same person that appeared earlier and just immediately conceded. Possibly due to some, like, technical issue on their end. Alright, Grandma Ming's tea house is back. I think I'll just pop down to the Thriving Shade. Kill that snake. And pass. Honestly, killing the snake was just about pointless. Might as well have just swung into the doper, honestly. Since the doper no longer has his armor. I mean, hey, at least, you know, then the shade could have lasted. It had to block as well. Well, it would have been guaranteed to last long enough to block at least. Or just kill that hit. Then pass. I mean, the doper's weak enough that if I can just keep putting things in its way, it'll die eventually. At least if they keep attacking into the blockers directly. Yeah, especially if they... It's gonna attack like once again. You know what? Slide that over. If I can just get another green, then I can inhale it. Pretty good since it keeps not, since I keep getting it up to not dying. And there it goes. It's just gone. It's just completely gone. Because it was ephemeral. Oh, so now it's no longer a problem. Not at all. Well, that does leave The enchantment unoccupied now. Oof. Just give. Just got bodied by 5/5 snake. Just gonna basically keep putting things in the way. Should they kill? If they kill. Well, the hopeless necromantic will just come back as a forlorn spirit. Bring in another hopeless necromantic. Bring in a forlorn spirit right there. And we're back to the situation of just putting up blocks wherever I can, and in hopes of surviving. You know what? Compulsory curse. It was on that. So that now they're going to start taking damage every turn. And if they have anything sitting next to it, then that will also take damage. Like, for instance, that nice security phalanx they just put up there. That's gonna start taking damage. Although they are going to keep healing their stuff. I can swap these over. Have these. Well, what? Why is it still just going to die? Because it's got Alpha Strike. I've missed something somewhere in that whole equation. Because, like, I gave it Alpha Strike. So they both should have been dealing damage to each other. Like, unless... Like, they're gonna have to keep up their... yeah, the compulsory curse is going to be of limited use. Because as long as they can... Like, honestly, it's gonna be more of a... It's probably going to be more of a 2-man attacks every turn. To maintain their current board state. Because if they start missing turns on that, their board is going to start to deteriorate. They just killed a hopeless necromantic just for it to turn into another spirit. Maybe I'll draw Kitsune soon, and they can start just giving me an endless supply of spirits. You know, I'll throw in an insatiate. And to kill those. Well, now I think that's it, because they burned one of the, because they burned a copy of Stadium Hulkan, so now they can just slam me in the face for a whole bunch of damage. Yep. But hey, at least, hey, two of my dream minions died, so that's something. So I get to complete that mission. Ooh, Wake the Bones. Return minion from a boneyard to your hand and it gets ephemeral. And 2 common green wild cards. Now, the mission is shields, create 6 minions with warded. See if, yep, and I've managed to end up with 3 cards in excess. So now, let's close out with one more pack opening. Ooh, stretcher. I've seen some very effective decks using that. Alright, so it's going to be it for me tonight. Let's close out the poll. It looks to be a tie. So let me just roll off and we'll see which of the 3 options this is: AI Dungeon, BitLife, or more Mythgard. And it's a 3, so that's more Mythgard. So I will be starting out with Mythgard once again next Friday. So, thank you all for watching. As I mentioned, next Viewer's Choice stream will be Friday. I'll probably be streaming Mythgard again sometime, and before then. And next stream in general will be on Monday. Which I think I might do Talisman then. Because I need to get back to that so I can get started with the digital exclusive expansions. Let me just see if there's anybody live with Mythgard or other than myself. If not, see if it. I mean, I could also see if any of my followers are live. Alright, I'm the only person live with Mythgard at the moment. So let me see. If any of my followers are live. Not sure. actually, I'm not entirely sure if followers list is even properly shows. I believe I'm already following most of my followers at stream, so yeah, I'll pretty much know. Right, nobody. He seems to be live. Yeah, that follows me, so no. Looks like tonight's is the night for need to let auto host handle things. Thank you all for watching. Next stream in general on Monday. Next viewer's choice stream on Friday. Will probably be streaming Mythgard sometime before then. But I'm definitely streaming Mythgard on Friday, since that's what we're starting with for viewer's choice. This coming week.